Every story has a beginning, every character has an origin, and every journey has its destination. Where we come from certainly has an effect on the people we become, even if it's a humble start.
Oh yeah, and as the son and grandson of a sharecropper, one man's story has now become a published book that unwinds his history of being a family man, a businessman, and now an author. We are happy to be here with the man himself. This is Don Ward, and he is the author of the book, My Journey, Recollections, Reflections, and Travels of a Sharecropper's Son. Welcome to DelmarvaLife.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So what made you decide to share your life story?
Well, as I got older, I realized that all the things that I knew about myself and our two children knew about me were going to vanish over the years because I realized how little I knew about my great-grandfather. And it dawned on me that I wanted my next generation and future generations to know something about me. And if I don't write something down for them, then the only thing they're going to know about me is the date that's chiseled into my tombstone,
Oh, yeah.
which is the only thing I know about my great-grandfather. So even after I had 10 English teachers in high school and college tell me I couldn't write, I had some people that really encouraged me and motivated me and offered to help, and I decided to try to write some stuff down. And then when you write it down, you've only written it for one person, and unless you publish it, it's going to get stuck in a folder somewhere,
Sure.
and hardly anybody will ever see it. So as laborious a process as it was for me, and people have trouble realizing how laborious it was when they went through school, everybody telling them they couldn't write. I struggled for several years and finally came up with this manuscript, found a local publisher, and was so happy in October to get this book
Wonderful.
shipped to my door.
Yeah, yeah.
And so in that book will be answers to the questions what are some of these items you've brought?
Well, they may not. This is a separate kind of journey.
Oh, okay.
I do have some items in the book. I found over the years a great interest in collecting odd, old, unusual items. And they asked me to bring a few of those today. Now, there are some in the book that I have pictured as well. But more in the book, you're going to find out about my beginnings, working with... Maybe I didn't work too much when I was 6 years old with my grandfather, when he was planting corn with a horse or cultivating corn with a horse. But I have some real distinct memories of, working with him.
So tell us about what you have here. What are some of these items? Because I can't figure them out.
Well, I can't move too much and can't reach them, but this is an original sign that was posted when they first put electric lights in. They replaced gas lights. And when people came in, somebody turned the switch on, they thought they had to light the electric light. So this is a real interesting sign that says, you don't have to light this light, it's an automatic light. I just thought that was kind of beautiful. I love this device. Some of this stuff goes into the category of the haves and the have-nots. Now my family were sharecroppers, so you know where they were. But some of the people that were big landowners, they would have something like this sitting on the table.
Okay, now you thought it was a bug catcher?
Some kind of a catcher of...
It's a fly catcher, that's
catcher.
right.
Oh.
You would put something sweet here and the fly would come in the bottom. And this, of course, the top, it just lets air flow through so they can smell to come in and a place to clean it out.
Okay, one more here. This mason jar. Yeah.
That mason jar. This is a really neat jar. This is a treasure because it belonged to my mother. And I remember finding this and taking it in and said, what in the world? How do you use this as a mason jar? Well, you use it in this position. You put a little bait inside, and then when the mouse goes in,
It's a mouse trap or mouse catcher.
the mouse catcher.
Yeah. Well, Don, we're out of time, but real quick, how can folks get a hold of your book, My Journey?
Well, what I suggest, if somebody would like a copy of the book, I'm donating the books to nonprofit organizations. And if anybody that's a member of a nonprofit, I would hope everybody would be, contact their nonprofit and they can get up with me. I'll be happy to come and share a few items, as many items as they want. I'll take my books. The books sell for $20, and whatever money is collected from the sale of books, I'll leave right there with the organization.
That's very generous of you.
That would be the
way to get the book.
The best way to get up with me.
And we'll get some information on our website so folks can reach out to you if
Thank
they
you so
have an
much.
organization.
Thank you so
so
much.
much, Don, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.